Welcome back.
We're back.
Good people. Again. Back like we never left.
Period. Everyone keeps saying that we say that all the time. I don't even realize it.
Says it all the time.
I do say it a lot.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. And no, we're one. So whatever she does, we all do.
Okay.
I mean,
that's how it works.
Because they know it.
Whatever.
Big eye roll from Sakaéla. Anyway, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are well. How are you girls doing? You looking fly today?
I am cold.
Thanks. I'm doing great-ish. As good as I can.
Sorry. Okay. Chakara is cold. I'm quite cozy. Really?
Got my tea.
Chakara be drinking tea all the time, and I'm just
all
like,
the time.
Granny status elevated. Anyway, hey guys, welcome to the What You're Saying part of the podcast. This is where we connect with you guys. We hear a little bit about your comments and thoughts on previous episodes, or if you just want to show us some love, whatever it may be, this is the segment for you. So I am going to start us off this week. If you didn't know, last week we talked about profanity on the Who Makes the Rules section and tried to figure out who makes the rules on those cuss words. It was a great topic, so if you have not checked it out, please go back and do so. But we got a comment, and the comment reads, I felt this podcast 100%. Who made the rules? I curse. We've been conformed to so many rules. We were never able to really live. I'm still a Christian, but not in the way that we were taught. We all have flaws. And don't get me started on church members committing sins on a daily behind closed doors. Real. That's real
Spill
talk.
the tea. That was a good one.
I can dig it. It's a tough one. And I think we mentioned last week about how I don't know who said it, but basically Christians are fake. But just to reel that in, we don't think all Christians are fake. We think that, well, I think that we as the body of Christ, we fall short, and we sometimes are hypocritical. So in my opinion, that's just where I stand on that. So I would agree with this comment. You know, we are all flawed, and no sin is greater than the next. That's like the whole point of Christianity and grace and, you know, all the things that we believe. But again, this isn't a Christian podcast. That's just what we were talking about. And
just to clear it up, I'm not saying that Christians are fake. I was saying that Christians have a tendency to portray an image of perfection, which is false. That's all I meant. I'm not saying, you know, this is not a podcast that we're here to bash anybody or anything.
Exactly.
This is just us about our thoughts and our experiences.
That's it. Period. All of that. Do you guys have any comments from the social media streets?
Yeah, a friend of mine, she DM'd me, was like, I got me a bracelet because of you lot. Mine's is right here. I just ain't wearing no jewelry because I just want to make sure that whatever I have on isn't making any noise, because it's always me that makes noise. So I'm taking everything off of me. But yeah, she said that she got a bracelet because of us. So we added Chakara and Helena to the influencer life.
Hey, somebody want me to check real quick.
Listen, this is a Satori Notes Stan account.
Right? Come and give us a discount code for our subscribers. Shoot.
My account, that's what that was. Satori Notes Stan. So, like, just hearing that was right up my alley.
I said, look at that. That's so cute. Shout out to us.
Love that.
We also got one more comment that said that they listen to the podcast as they go on their walks, and I just thought that was so nice.
That's so
that
cute.
you were like walking through
Just
nature, and you
incorporating
said,
us in
"Let me
your
listen to
day.
Who Makes It Rules." That's lit,
Right? Out of all the
love that.
podcasts you could listen to, you chose
That's so
us.
cool.
Thanks.
right? Thank you.
Very much.
Warm and fluffy inside. Anyway, guys, if you want to connect with us, please don't be shy. We don't bite. So to connect with us, you can send us a DM on Instagram at Rules Are Pointless, or on Twitter at Who Makes the Rules Podcast. We also have a email address at WMTR Podcast. And yeah, at gmail.com, and you can send us a message, a comment. You can tell us that we're fly. You can tell us that you disagree. You can tell us whatever you want to tell us.
You can
and
ask
we
us
would
for
love to chat about it.
clarification.
Yes, I love that. I really do love that. I got a call this week from a friend who was a little like, I don't get this. What about this? And we had the best chat. And it was great. So if you ever want to do that, you may not have my number, but please, any of us, hit us up in the DMs. Let's chat. We love it. And that's what this is about. Conversations.
Yeah,
Safe
let's talk
space.
about it.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about it.
Hey.
Yo.
Right. Now, welcome back to We Love to See It. This is the segment in which we talk about the things that you guys are doing that we just love to see. We love to see you doing dope things because you people are dope. So, who has something that they love to see this week?
I have two things that I love to say this week.
All right.
One is over there. I should have put it on today, but I didn't feel like it. But there's this young black man. He makes these hoodies and t-shirts. I posted it. I went today to go grocery shopping. He's Bermudian, but he moved to the States when he was young. So like he's basically American. But he has these really high quality, it's like Black Lives Matter kind of vibe. And they're just really dope streetwear. So if you're into streetwear, like, you should go check it out. And it's about to be summer. He makes t-shirts in the same kind of vibe. I want to get one before I go back home because I want to rock one when I'm back home. But he does that.
Are you going to share it to us?
Oh, you want me to share it? Okay. I know you see. So I have the black one. Oh wait, you can't hear me.
I love that.
So I have the black one here. I love black, and then on the back is where it says "Black Matters," and then focus on what matters. I don't know if you can
that's lit.
focus on what matters. And he has all different colors. So if you don't like black, he has like blue and yellow and like a pinkish color. Like, he has a whole bunch of different colors. And again, the quality of this is a quality hoodie, like something you could get off like ASOS and stuff like that. So
We need to feature that on the page.
support the black owned. We sure didn't support black owned businesses, man. Small black owned
That's
businesses
dope.
at that.
What you got for us, honey?
So this week I am shouting out Kyra Nicole. Kyra Nicole is a manifestation coach, and she followed us on Rules Are Pointless on our Instagram page, and she also followed me on Instagram, and I was like, what is this? Like, this looks cool. What is she about? So she helps ambitious women transform their mindset and manifest what they desire. And at the time, she was having a 5-day manifestation, what would you call it? Like a course, I guess. Like just a 5-day thing where she gives you information. Basically, I did it. It was pretty lit. And the thing that I really liked is that, as you guys know, like, I believe in God, and I don't really resonate with the whole universe thing. I don't, whatever. But I just love that whatever you believed, she allowed you to talk to that specifically, because we talk about manifestation in Christianity all the time. So I just like, wow, this is really intriguing, and it was just really cool to like sit and write down exactly what I wanted to see, my intentions, and truly believe that through my mindset, through my faith, I can really achieve those things. And I'm gonna be honest, I did it, and things started coming to life immediately. So yeah, I was amazed, and she's just a whole vibe. So follow her on Instagram at Kyra, Kyra Nicole NICOLE.x, and yeah, tell her I sent ya. And thank you, Kyra, for your 5-day manifestation. I really enjoyed it. I still have a few days to do actually, so I have to finish it, but life just got in the way. But it was so lit, and yeah, 10 out of 10 recommend. And she's a Bermudian, so we'd love to see it. Yeah.
She's dope. I've seen her on my socials as well. I'm like, oh my gosh, she's got a whole business doing this.
Right.
And, like, she knows what she's doing. Like,
yes, and you can
achieve.
Subscribe to like a full course is what she does. So she gave us the teaser, right? But like, there's a whole like course. I think it's like 3 weeks that you can sign on and have one-to-ones and go delve deeper into manifestations and all that stuff. So yeah, she's lit.
Kyra. Shout out to you, sis.
Shout out to you, girl. You killing the damn thing.
That's lit. Okay, so after last week's episode, my thing that I love to see is from one of my friends from college. He is a pastor, I think. And he kind of like started this church sort of thing, and he preaches, he's a motivational speaker, musician, all of these things, but he's launched his website and he started selling merch. And one of the shirts, it's a limited edition shirt. I'm just gonna show you.
Love that.
Love God, still cussing. And I feel like this came after the whole Kirk Franklin thing, but
yeah,
just after last week's episode, because that was purely coincidental that happened, because we were going to be talking about that regardless. Right. But just after the episode, seeing this shirt, I was like, listen, I need it. So I bought one.
Right?
Oh man, I was going to say, I need to buy one too.
The soda?
No, he just launched.
Okay, go ahead.
No, they just launched yesterday, but they are limited edition. So if you want one, like, go get it right away.
Go get it. Okay, cool.
His name is Jason Bolgen Sr. The website is jasonbolgen.com. I will link that in the description, of course. So yeah, you can check out his page. His Instagram page is Jason Bolgen Sr. and you can follow his page and see what it's all about. Check out his church and all of that, and yeah, support the shop, buy some merch. There's also a shirt that says Love God, Love Music, which is available in more styles and colors. That's also great, but you know, just because of the profanity and who makes the rules, I had to cop that shirt.
I'm gonna look out for it. I'm gonna buy one.
I really like that. So I wanted to show you guys, like Kelly said earlier, I did this Insta story thing for this company called the Ripple Co, and they make these infused diffusers, that it's kind of like a vape, but it's not a vape because there's no nicotine, there's no nothing in it that is bad for you. It's just got extracts of whatever essential plant ingredient they put in it. So the one that I've been smoking, I guess you can say, today is the Boost one, which I had yesterday as well when I was going to take my pictures. But it's just this really cute small little diffuser, and you just pull it, and it tastes like, this one is lychee.
Lychee. Lychee. Depends who says it. Yeah.
And it tastes like that, but it has maca root and green tea in it, so it gives you a boost of energy. Like, it's just, and they have all different flavors, all different kinds, but it's only 6, but different kinds. A revive one, a relax one that you can take before you go to sleep. It's just really cool. I used to smoke, so like, something that I can puff. I used to say to myself, if I could smoke water vapor, I would smoke it, because I just enjoy the the inhaling and exhaling of the smoke. So like, this is really good, and y'all should really check it out. The Ripple Co on Instagram, and they're based in the UK, so it's kind of cool to see something this kind of like from the United Kingdom and not like from the States. So check it out, y'all.
Cool.
They be here.
Shout out to you, the Ripple Co.
We love to see that. That's really cool.
Alright, y'all. So now we're getting into the ghetto, which is the segment where we talk about all things that's good on social media, or Instagram, Twitter, whatever socials you be looking at. just the crazy stuff that's happening this last week. So what have y'all been seeing on Twitter or in your WhatsApp group chats or anywhere?
Not the group chat.
Oh gosh, that's a whole nother ball game, isn't it? So I have a quick one. I will be short. This is just to just a reminder to celebrity couples that we enjoy minding our business. If you break up, it's your business, and I don't need to know every time you break up and make up. And then I don't need you to be going back and forth on Twitter and just break up, go to therapy, talk to your family, your friends, kind of the things that, I don't know, us regular people do for the most part, just leave us out of it. And that's not just for Quavo and Sweetie, because I know that's what you're last thinking, but I'm not talking about them. I am just saying an overall disclaimer. Please. Let us mind our business. And
not even just celebrity couples, just couples in general.
Oh.
I have to, even myself, I need to keep my nonsense off of Twitter, because sometimes I get vexed and I just comment tweet, but keep it to yourself, because we don't need to know what's going on inside of your house, because that allows other people to come and knock on your door. So
sometimes I just be tired, just let people break up. And to the people that this is another thing. I said this was gonna be short. I'm sorry. Just one more thing. The people that go on celebrities' Instagrams. I don't know whether it's every day, if it's a weekly schedule or whatever you have, and check to see if they're still following each other. What? What do you do? What is
what is your day job?
What is your day job? What are you doing to better yourself?
Right. You
because
have nothing else to do
the fact that you guys
figured that out,
who went
and searched?
Dude, that takes a lot of time
to do that.
I don't.
Oh my gosh,
anyway,
even if they're not following, what does that equate to me and you's not together? It
exactly.
could just be,
maybe I just don't want to see you because you're irritating me,
right?
Please, just stop this. Stop being intrusive.
Something to talk about, I guess. Oh, she blocked him.
Right?
I get it, but do you know what you have to do, and how many times you have to do it in order to
even see when it happens?
That's a lot. If you really sit and think about it, that is a schedule, and there's so many celebrity couples. Wow. Shout out to y'all. I need whatever you got going on. If this is something you're getting paid to do, let me know.
Right?
Because I'm down for the extra coin.
Right?
Seems like an easy bid.
I need a percentage. Piggybacking off of that, please. Even when you see now that these people have broken up, and now I saw this tweet that was now we have to counsel on Ari and whatever his name is to save us. Why are we romanticizing these celebrity relationships? Can we just cut it
off?
out?
Guy, I've seen talk about them. I don't know who they are.
Moneybag or something like that. Ari is a date. Herbo.
So let's stop idolizing celebrity couples, because at the end of the day, they're all gonna fail you. Just focus on you.
Focus on your own. Yes.
And you can say there are beautiful couples. Acknowledge that.
Don't come and cry because they broke up.
But please. Enough. Enough.
If he could cheat on Saweetie, then Saweetie could get cheated on.
That's what they said about that's what they said about Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Yeah.
Beyonce.
If B's getting cheated on, then I don't know for the rest
of
I want us to want better for ourselves and to respect us more, because just because one girl gets cheated on, listen, it doesn't matter how pretty you are. It's not our fault that we get cheated on.
No.
It's your partner
niggas cheat because niggas want to cheat.
That's it. That's it. That's the
the
only reason. It ain't got nothing to do with what you look like. It ain't got nothing to do with how you put it on.
Fine as hell.
It ain't got nothing to do with none of that. It don't matter. Beyonce got cheated on. That means you don't stand a chance. That's not it, sis.
I really ain't.
If Beyonce getting cheated on means you don't stand a chance, you need a new partner.
Ooh.
And that's the tea.
Moment of silence for that. Nasty tea, the coffee, the Sprite, I need ginger ale. Jeez.
Shut up. Oh my gosh. Anyway, y'all, have y'all seen flipping about Bermuda Twitter just these last couple of days because of re-lockdowning and curfewing in this country?
Oh dear.
And controlling sheep, and I'm over the COVID talk, period. But especially when it comes to the Bermudians, they just be making me tired. Y'all make me tired. Like, I need you to just take it to Facebook and keep it over there, because Twitter's for bants, and I'm not feeling the bants when this happens. Like, it just be...
Yeah, it's heavy. It is heavy. But I guess I would say, like, I read something, I read something, and it was basically just acknowledging everybody's perspective, because, like, everyone is having a different reaction to
Facts.
lockdown and, like, everything happening, and that's just not even Bermuda, that's in the whole damn world, you know what I mean? But yeah, I agree. The constant, like, yeah, it's a lot, especially when you just go for... Yeah.
I think I saw, we might be talking about the same thing, Hallie. I saw somebody just trying to acknowledge how difficult it might be for other people. Like, yes. I understand, like, I can be understanding with these, how frustrating it must be, because literally every time curfew gets lifted, it's like a few days and then the backwards. Yeah. So that's
facts.
For your mental health, a struggle, I'm sure.
It's got to be frustrating just across the board. And then, especially if you're struggling, like, with mental health, that's a whole other thing. Like, it's easy to be, like, the complaining, because, I mean, they do kind of have it easy compared to other countries.
Right.
Kind of. So it's easy to be, like, the complaining, they need to chill, but, like, you gotta be understanding of people in the individual situations and where they are.
Yeah.
No, because just because they may have it easier than another country doesn't mean that it's not still hard. It's hard for everybody. Let's lighten the mood real quick. So I was scrolling Twitter, and I saw this letter from, I guess, this Church of Christ. They must have left this, like, notice or whatever letter on one of the members' car. So let me just read it. It says, for the last several weeks, we have noted that you have stopped attending. Sorry. Grief. For the last several weeks, we have noted that you have stopped attending the assembly of the church. After attempts to discuss the situation with you, we fear that you are not... I feel like that should say no. We fear that you are no longer convinced in the need to assemble with the church for which Christ died. We are very saddened by your decision. This failure to assemble is not the only problem that you must address. We have been informed and understand that you have a living arrangement that is not biblical and must be terminated immediately.
Oh dear.
This action alone reflects that you have not avoided all appearance of evil, as the scripture directs us in 1 Thessalonians 5:22. Please understand our obligation.
Sorry for this. This type of stuff pisses me off, man.
Please understand our obligation as shepherds. First, we must watch for your soul.
Why is it so long?
13, First, we must watch for your soul. Hebrews 13:17. And second, protect the congregation by withdrawing from every brother/sister that walks disorderly. 2 Thessalonians 3:6. Did she get kicked out? If these issues are not corrected and public repentance made by Sunday, February 21st, we will withdraw fellowship. Sis got excommunicated.
Check you later. Bye. Bye.
Oh no.
Sayonara.
What a shame.
Listen.
That is disgusting. I don't know if you lot know, but
listen.
This reminds me of Miss Mama's at in Mr. Chicken. And she's
no, I'm not. I'm leaving. I'm not.
The next day about talk about living out of wedlock and or maybe she went up on like in Sunday morning at the beginning of service talking about if you're living out of just coming and saying stupidity.
This
like,
is why
this is why we're like church people.
I just wish people would
Mind your business.
Mind your business and let
Leave people
Jesus be
alone.
Jesus, because if Jesus had an issue, he'd rectify the situation, and that's kind of where our faith comes in, you know. That's why he's the Almighty. That's the whole point of like us being believers of him, because like he's in charge. So at some point, like, well, at most points, just mind your business, because
That is very
And leave
bold
people
to
alone.
do that,
leave people alone. Like,
even my mama, when she was pregnant with me, the church kicked out. Like, I don't
Yeah, they
understand
used to
how
do that.
that's like. But how are you as a Christian doing this? Like, where's? I don't get it.
I don't.
And
It's
then
the
for
same.
them
It's the
to
same
turn a
with.
whole ladder. That's stupid.
Listen, this is why I say Christians
Not
are
a whole ladder,
terrorists.
bro.
This is why, because
Write
this is
me a
terrorist
letter.
behavior. Because
Write your
suppose.
letter back. That's fucking dirty. I'm sorry. Like, shut up, you
dumb.
facts.
It's so dumb because like you don't. I feel like you don't know. Whoever wrote this letter has no idea what's going on in this person's life. Like you're just making judgments from the outside looking in. You don't know what's going on. You're not reaching out to be like, are you okay? If there's
Right.
anything you need, let me know. Like providing some type of support. You're like, and this always comes from people that don't know you. It always comes
Like,
from people. It always comes from people who
Adam,
don't know
bro.
you.
What's wrong with you, mate?
Like it's the ones who
Shut
don't
up,
know
man.
you that have the most to say.
always.
And you just gotta be like,
Oh my
like, what are you talking about? It's the ones that know nothing about you that want to pretend that the hard word from the Lord.
I'm so irritated. Like, that pissed me off. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
Like
dear.
you just see one thing and you make assumptions and feel like, oh, I need to pray for you. No, you need to leave me alone.
Mind your business. That's what you need to do.
That's what you need to do.
And Jesus ain't pleased. And
At
we'll
all.
get into the
Literally.
same how.
Like, you
Well, good.
think you're doing such a
Me and you, we might as well
holy
hold hands as we make our way down to hell, because this
Skip
is
on it to be
not
fired
like-
together.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
This
She
is
said,
not what
if
he-
you don't fix this by Sunday,
Make a public repentance.
withdraw it then. Withdraw it
I
then.
would've
I
been
will go
like,
somewhere else.
bye. See you later.
Check
Like,
you later,
excuse. Could you imagine? Because
I
Yeah,
couldn't
matching
imagine.
tattoos.
as much as they
tattoos.
annoy me,
How buddies? Because we're on our way. This is.
Bro. Can't believe that.
We're burning together.
The absolute cheat.
like the amount of crap that we've gone through at our own. Imagine if they did that. Talk about a public
Audacity.
repentance. I would have been like, bye.
I would have.
I would have
You
made
know
my,
what's
my
funny?
public
Back
repentance.
then, I would have done it. Sadly, no. Yeah. Really? How deep I was? Yes. I would do anything.
I don't think I would have.
I would have returned the letter, sent the letter back, and put a picture of us in our house. Attached it. Check you later. That's disrespectful. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. That's very rude.
Very.
Get in my business.
Very.
I don't like that. Like. Anyway, y'all. So that's the ghetto for
Oh, wait,
you.
wait.
Oh.
Can I just... There's just one more thing that actually Chakara reposted on her Instagram. And it was from
KevOnStage. I
I
wanted.
just-
I didn't
that
watch
too.
it. I meant to watch it. What did
I
it
just...
say?
Basically, Kev, if you don't follow KevOnStage, what are you doing? Because just the greatest. Banter for days. Anyway, basically, Kev must have said nigger a few times on Instagram posts in the past. I don't know if it's a video or on
It was
his
a show.
stand-up. On his show, okay. 'Cause
It was a stand-up
KevOnStage
show.
network, right?
Yeah, it was a stand-up show, and he posted a clip from it, and he was saying,
Right,
nigga.
and he was saying nigga. And if you don't know, KevOnStage is Christian. I think he started out doing like Christian comedy and toured different churches, blah 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 blah. Anyway, he said nigga. The church was pissed, not pleased, unhappy. He got messages, and
They said you changed, Kev.
You
I see you
changed, Kev.
changing.
Something not right, Kev. You changing, Kev. Anyway, he then went on his podcast and simple disclaimer. It was amazing. He said, "I am going to disappoint you." Point blank. Period. You say I've changed. I haven't changed. Actually, I've kind of been like this the whole time. I've been saying, "Nigga," you're just catching wave to it. But I mean, I'm gonna disappoint you. And I would just like to say to all those listening that may have preconceived notions of us, of who we are, who you think we are, who you think we should be. we are going to disappoint you, just as you have disappointed us. It's life. That's how it goes. And I want you to be okay with it. Move on. If it's not for you, it's not for you. Mind your business. Keep it pushing. But I don't need a whole lot of messages telling me I've changed, telling me I shouldn't do this and that. I'm up for a debate. I'm not up for a debate. I love a good, healthy conversation. What I'm not about to do is debate with you about why I am the way that I am, or why I say the things I say, or who I am, or how I've evolved and changed. I am gonna disappoint you. That is the name of the game, honey. Get over it. Move on. We grown. I'm 33 years old. I don't need an answer to nobody. I don't answer to my mama. My mama loves me. My mama loves the things I do. And if she's pleased, we pleased over here. The end. Goodbye.
We love that.
I forgot about that. I wanted to talk about that because it was so real. And I thought about our last episode when I saw that as well. Because people have, this goes for people everywhere. You meet somebody, you only give people a small portion of who you are. People only get a small portion of who you are, and they fill in the blanks. And that portion of who you are is going to be different for each person. So nobody actually gets the whole of who you are. And they have these preconceived notions because your brain naturally just fills in the blanks when it doesn't have enough information. And so people have an idea of who you are, and then they form an opinion based on who they think you are. And when you just live your life and be yourself unapologetically, and that doesn't fit their idea of who they think you are, they become disappointed. And that's okay. It's okay to be disappointed in me because you don't know me. And that's okay too. What's not okay is you coming now to me and telling me that you're so disappointed because I don't fit your mode that you created in your mind.
And then wanting me to revert back to what you think I should be based on who you think you know.
Child.
I can't fit into your mode because you don't know me. So I'm just going to continue to be me, and you're just going to have to adjust your image of me. Yeah. And if it's something that you can't handle, then you can step back. And that's okay.
Keep it pushing, baby.
Thank you, Helena.
And I'm going to just continue to be me and be happy. And you do you and be happy over there. And it's
operative word here is happy. Because, child, we know what it's like to be unhappy. Not being ourselves.
And we ain't bunching ourselves up to fit in nobody else's bubble or idea of us anymore.
Period. As she sips her tea. Anyway, yeah.
Hey, y'all guys. That is the ghetto for you. All of the crazy things that happen on social media. If you guys have anything that you've seen on socials, let us know. Because I would like to see what you take is on the world that it is that we are living in. But yeah, that's the ghetto. So now we're getting into who makes the rules, which is the whole point of this podcast. So if you're ready to know what it is we're going to talk about today, let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
I'm nervous.
I want to know. I've lived my life, and I feel like I'm a very stubborn individual, and nobody can tell me what to do. I don't know where this trait comes from because I'm a Libra, and Libras they're not stubborn people. I don't know anyway, but I don't like when people tell me what it is that I can wear. And I don't understand when or why or how it is that you are classing what I'm wearing as inappropriate. So, I just want to know who makes the rules on what is appropriate clothing, what is inappropriate clothing, what I can and cannot wear. What are y'all thoughts before I give my little 2 cents on this topic?
Don't tell me what to do.
Period.
I know what you mean about the Libra. You don't know stubborn Libras because have you met me? Like, I will not do something just because somebody told me to do it. Just because you said don't do it, I'm gonna do it now. Like, don't tell me what to do. Do not tell me what to wear. And what is the definition of appropriate attire?
Chakara done blew my mind with this one. I said, period. I need to write this on a t-shirt and wear it whenever people piss me off. Thank you very much.
Like, what is the dress code for outside? What's the dress code for in my house? Instagram only requires you to have your nipples covered. So,
what's the dress code for the beach? For the grocery store? For the restaurants? There's a workplace and there's a place of worship dress code, and outside of that, please just let me live my life.
Okay, that was a lot. You said, who makes the rules on... What was your question?
Who makes the rules on what is classified as something that I can and or cannot or should and should not wear as a woman? Just as a woman, I wouldn't even say as a Christian, just as a woman, because I think outside of Christianity, there's also the idea that there are certain things that as a woman you shouldn't wear. I've heard, as a woman, you don't respect yourself if you don't wear a bra outside. If you go outside of your house and you're not wearing a bra, then you don't respect yourself, because you're allowing people to see your you know what I'm saying, or just you're too much leg is showing. There's too much. You're showing your chest and your shoulders. Like,
the issue is, I think, for me, is that most of these quote unquote appropriate dressing rules are put in place to make man feel comfortable. And I just want the world to know that women, we don't have to live our life to make man comfortable, to make man feel turned on. Like, we don't have to do that. That's not an obligation. Like, what we do with our bodies and what we put on our bodies is up to us. And furthermore, man, control yourselves. How I wear, what I wear, when I wear it, if I wear a bra, is not a open door for you to say inappropriate things, to look at me inappropriately, to touch me inappropriately. Like, they're just, no. I will wear what I want to wear. You will respect it. You will move on, have self-control, and get yourself together and mind your business. And if that goes for women as well, if you feel offended by what I put on my body, you have the same right to mind your business, because what you're not going to do is over-sexualize me. What you're not going to do is fat shame me. Mind your freaking business in regards to me and my body and what I put on it. The end, point blank, period.
My Twitter header is a picture that says girls' bodies are not responsible for boys' thoughts. Because that's what this all boils down to. The whole fact that there is so many shoulds and should nots centered around what women wear. Because you don't really hear this kind of talk when it comes to men's attire.
Unless it's cultures.
It's always, why is she wearing that? It's not just for Christians, because I remember seeing, I think on Twitter or Instagram or something, there was this teacher, and she was fully clothed. You know, she had on pants and a shirt, and she had like a big ass or whatever. And they were saying that she's not dressed appropriately. She shouldn't be dressed like that as a teacher.
Yeah.
How is a teacher supposed to dress? Because like we go through puberty and we fill out, and now I'm supposed to what? Wear a paper bag because I have big boobs? Or I'm supposed to wear like baggy pants because I'm got a big ass? Like she wore clothes that fit. Her clothes fit. You think they're too tight because you can see her ass? What, she's supposed to hide it? Like, she's covered. Or even that one, remember the
young girl.
The girl
from... the young girl?
The young girl, yes. Back home. Somebody took a picture of her at Marketplace. A 16-year-old girl in shorts talking about she's got her whole ass out and who's her parents, and like, first of all,
sick.
There was no consent. There was no consent for you to be taking her picture and putting it on the socials. Period. 2, why are you looking at a child like that?
Literally.
And it was a girl who did that. So like, I get so frustrated because as women we have to go through so much, and it's annoying when men do it. It's annoying to face these things from men, these kinds of ridicules and just stupidity from man. But when a woman does it, I'm like, you of all people should understand.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because surely this happens to you. You must know what this feels like. But it's like you can't. It's like you can't beat them joiner mentality. So they just conform and then bash everybody else. I hate that so much. But no, it was what I was talking about was a video of the girl singing on the praise team in the body.
Yes, the bodysuit.
So basically, what's frustrating for me is there is nothing that we can wear because this teacher and this girl on the praise team, they were fully covered. And it wasn't appropriate. And then this little girl that we were talking about at Marketplace, which is a store in Bermuda for the non-Bermudian listeners, she had on shorts in 80+ degree weather. Probably just came from the beach, shorts. And she had too much skin out. She was showing too much skin. Sakaéla wore a crop top in a picture on Instagram, and she dressed inappropriately for a Christian woman. She wasn't representing
I didn't even
Christ in a crop top. I wore a bathing suit to the beach and posted a picture on Instagram, and it was a little low cut type thing with the underboob showing, and I wasn't dressed appropriately, or I shouldn't have posted that picture, because why should I be showing this to the world? I was asked if I posted that for attention.
Really?
Yeah, I did it because I wanted to.
Why must it always be for attention? You know, I don't understand where the correlation between I dress how I want and you're doing this because I want someone to look at me. No. I'm doing it because I feel comfortable. I feel confident in what I'm wearing. It makes me feel like a bad bitch, and I want to take a picture. I post it on Instagram.
Exactly, because I put this on and I looked good.
Literally.
And it needed to be saved.
Why does it need to be any other reason for
because
what it is that I put on my body?
And why is it always sexualized? Like,
why is exactly?
I don't get that. It's like, oh, it's so sick.
How does it get
just
here?
Please go to therapy.
I just feel like even when you said earlier, like it's men that are the main reason or the main people that we heard this from. There's a very thin line between what happens with niggas and what they do, and it being not a justification, but I'm gonna use that word, a rape culture, because you're now saying that because you're dressed like this, I'm gonna come in, I have to now make sure that I'm covered up so you don't do. No, you yourself need to learn
exactly
to not look at me a certain way, or to not think these thoughts, or to not act upon. If you want to think it, but keep it to yourself. But don't act upon, or why do I have to? Because even like I had an incident back home where I wore cycling shorts in the dead of summer, and I was told to change my clothes because there were men present. I'm sorry, cycling shorts that are covering up most of my thighs, and you're telling me I have to change now because we were rehearsing, so we weren't getting ready to do anything, and it's hot as, if you don't know, but it's hot as balls in that place. So I'm trying to be cool for as long as I can before I start to sweat, and you're telling me, oh, it's men present, so this is why you have to not. I'm 24 years old. These men are 40 plus, or whatever the case is. Why am I in charge of what they do? Why should I be held responsible for what? No, it's not fair. I don't think it's fair to put all the blame on a woman for what a man thinks or does, or just like, like I just. And
I hate that narrative because it just reinforces that mentality. Like you placing restrictions on the woman just reinforces that this is okay for man to do. So they just have to sit back and do nothing. We're not addressing the issue. It's not about what I'm wearing, because if you at 24 in cycling shorts in church are provoking some man to lust after you, then he has an issue that he needs to deal with. That has nothing to do with you.
And that also boils down to the fact that we don't, I say we, but obviously not us, but as a community or whoever it may be, we don't address pedophilia and as you said, rape culture, like all
In
those
general,
things
yeah.
get brushed to the side, and
Just the over-sexualization
not that they're
of women
okay.
in
Yeah,
general.
we never get to the root of it. Like, we're preventing it. Like, we do put these rules in place to prevent those things from happening, but don't really want to address the fact that they happen.
Exactly.
And that is
That's the real
sickening.
tea.
To cure
Like,
the
It's
Please.
constantly swept under the rug, and instead of, it's like, oh my god, there's a huge rug in the middle of the floor with a giant mountain of a pile. Like, the rug has shrunken to cover this pile, and instead of cleaning it out, you just keep sweeping more under there. Like throw the rug away. This needs to be addressed, honestly. Like, this is something that we're taught from young. I remember being a child having to be hot in long pants because there are man coming, or because it's man in the house.
Yes.
That narrative to young girls coming up,
Exactly.
that so we're already placed into a box. Like, no matter what we do, no matter where we turn, we have to suffer. Men can wear whatever they want. Men walk around with no shirts on.
Literally.
Nobody says
Right.
anything. If I wear a crop top, it's a problem. I'm still covered.
Even to this day, I've had like my stepdaddy be like, "Oh, so and so is coming. Make sure you."
What?
I'm sorry, like,
Because
this is my
because
house.
what this really is saying, like, you have somebody coming over and you don't trust that person.
Exactly.
I saw this tweet that said, like, men don't even trust men because you have brothers and uncles and daddies that come and say, "Watch out for this child." Even
Yeah.
you know that niggas ain't shit. So like,
And the sad thing is, all these things being implemented in your brain at such a young age in regards to men, when these men do abuse, this causes women or whoever, women, men, because all people, sorry, I'm just trying to be inclusive, to not speak
right?
and to not tell the stories and to live with the trauma of being abused for years upon years, because like you said, they go back and they think it was because I
did something. Yeah.
a dress that was above my knee. It's because I opened my legs at the wrong time, because my cleavage was showing. And my mamas and my nana and my godma, they have all told me, they all raised me to believe that I shouldn't be doing that because I'm a lady and we don't want to give the wrong message to a man. So I keep the pain, I keep the trauma to myself, and it goes on. I grow up and I have all of these awful traumatic things continue to happen to me, and it just moves on from generation to generation. I take what I've learned, I tell it to my children, and the cycle continues because we never got to the root of the issue.
And then
It's so
those who
sad.
actually do speak up are silenced by
Yup.
those who have been silenced before, because those who do actually say something, the first question they get is, well, what were you
What
wearing?
were you doing?
What
What
were
were
you
you
wearing?
wearing?
What did
Yeah.
you do? What did you do wrong that
What did I
caused
do
it?
wrong?
Like,
That's so crazy to
People think that
Like-
it's just like, it's so easy to say, oh, you shouldn't wear this. Like, to get back to your point, Sakaéla, like, people say inappropriate dress and you put all these things on it, but people just don't have the, or maybe they're just not acknowledging like the depth and the underlying like issues and trauma that can cause a person. Like, you have no idea. Please stop spewing that message. It's so problematic.
Stop
and
so
policing
damaging.
women's bodies.
Stop policing
policing
women's bodies.
What
you have
we
no idea.
wear. That's
You
like
have
even
no
Stop
idea.
you know that,
projecting
like,
your insecurities.
what's that?
Oh, that's another one too. Jeez.
We're gonna get back to that. But do you remember? It's like this, not a meme. I guess you call it a meme, or like a picture where it's like there's one woman that's fully clothed and another woman that's kind of like revealing. It's like this woman deserves respect. This woman also deserves respect. Like, it's like it doesn't make a difference whether I
Right.
have on full head to toe. You can't see
Because
no skin at
respect-
all. Or if I'm
Respect
wearing
is not measured by what I wear.
like
Exactly.
And they do that often. It'll be like the clothing, or like just some girl dancing, like a video of a girl dancing in a club, a picture of a girl just dressed in like business attire. No matter
They both
what
deserve
I'm
respect.
doing, I deserve respect. It has nothing
Exactly.
to do with what I wear or how I live my life. If I go out to a club and bend it over for the first guy I see, I still deserve respect.
Literally.
And on the other side of that, whether I have on a bathing suit, a thong bathing suit, or I'm dressed modestly with everything, modestly, quote unquote, fully clothed, is not going to stop a rapist from raping me. It's not going to make a difference.
That's not the
Because
issue.
a rapist is a rapist is a rapist, and he
This is
doesn't
not
care
the
if he can see your ankles or not.
Exactly.
You can get raped in sweatpants. It ain't.
Exactly.
That's not what is
Really
not
doesn't
the
matter.
issue. We're not addressing the issue.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you have on or what you don't have on.
But back to what you were saying.
Because if I leave the house without a bra, that doesn't entitle some man to rape me.
to do anything.
That doesn't entitle a man to speak like.
Yeah.
do anything. Back to what you were saying about don't project your own insecurities. Because even I've had the experience where I would look at a girl and be like, you're wearing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can sometimes think like, you're wearing that. Like, I would never. But that's why you're not wearing it.
I speak of
It's
this
literally just
fairly
that simple.
often as a person who's done that.
Same.
I think we talked about this in a previous episode as well. It's very easy because we came up a certain way with certain principles that were instilled in us that we're now realizing just are very problematic and not necessarily true. So just having that realization and remembering who we used to be and seeing who we are now, it's very easy. It was very easy to look at people outside of how we were taught that we're supposed to be, and then look down on them because they're not living or dressing or being the way that we were taught a respectable young lady is supposed to be, wear, and all of that. And it's easy to like turn your nose up at them because they're doing something that you wish you could do,
Right.
or
That's
wearing
low-key what
something
it
you
be,
wish you could wear. And as far as the appropriate dress in front of man, as maybe a spouse or a girlfriend or significant other or whatever, like don't let how another woman is dressed bother you because you are insecure about your relationship. Don't project your insecurities onto other women. If you feel like your partner is going to be lusting after this girl because of how she's dressed, that has nothing to do with her.
That's all to do with your
You
partner,
might
baby.
have the wrong partner. You might need a new partner if that's the case.
Yeah.
Because it's nothing to do with what she's wearing. Because you could put that same thing on.
Exactly.
And she could have on a whole piece bathing suit.
And
She
he
could have
could
on a
still
thong
lust
bikini.
after.
She could have on a whole piece, and he's still looking to the side at her. So
That's a him
Don't make
problem,
a
not a her
damn-
problem.
yeah, don't make a difference.
End of the day, I just feel
stop.
like mind your business. I think that's just the
Period.
thing that people need to understand. I'm wearing what I'm wearing because I feel comfortable, and I don't have to know. Like, I feel like we get forced, or there's a pressure to, you can be yourself until I'm no longer comfortable with you being yourself, and then now you have to kind of, can you tweak that a little bit? Can you just go back a little bit into your shell? But no, I if I'm comfortable with what I'm wearing, or I feel comfortable, then why do I now have to not be myself? Mind your
Exactly.
business. You wear what you feel comfortable in, and I will wear what I feel comfortable in, and that's just the end of it. Like, people love to project or just give their opinions and think that their opinion holds a lot more weight than it actually does. Like, I don't know that what you
And
have
I've
to say
had
about
this
me.
conversation before, but a big point is that, like, you don't know the process it's taken a person to be
To get
comfortable
where
to wear what they want to wear.
Facts.
Like, you don't know the trauma, you don't know anything that's attached to that person.
Facts.
Waking up one day and saying, I'm gonna put on some shorts today because they make me feel good.
Facts.
Like, that
You
could be a
don't- you
major
just don't know.
accomplishment.
Yeah, like, you
A
have
huge
no
milestone
idea.
for that person. And then to be met with, you need to cover up
Cover up
after
why you
you've
shouldn't-
worked
right.
so hard
to get where
on
you
yourself to feel comfortable in a pair of shorts, which shouldn't be a big deal.
Just
Right.
knock right
At
back
And
down.
all you had to do was mind your business, but yet you
Just
have
say
set
nothing.
back probably years of
Years.
progress because you decided to give your opinion on something that had nothing to do with you.
Exactly.
Just
Like-
stop policing other people.
Mind
You make the
your
rules for
business.
your own life. You decide what is good for you. You decide you decide what your rules are. You decide what's appropriate for yourself. And if what's appropriate for you is not what this person is wearing, that's why this person's wearing
That's
it and not
okay.
you.
Exactly.
You cannot project
Just that
your
simple.
ideals, your beliefs, your insecurities. You cannot project these
On
things onto
anybody.
other people.
And I think
And
Not
you also have
everybody
the
believes what you
option, like,
believe.
if you don't want to be around that person, you have the option not to be around that person.
Exactly.
Like, set
You
a
can
boundary.
leave.
Like,
Well, I feel like
you
even
said,
if you
yeah.
do, in a sense, have an issue, there's a way to go about expressing your uncomfortability with that. But if after we have a conversation, I still think that, okay, but
that
I'm
all
still gonna
depends
do
on
me.
whether or
and
not you know the person.
no, of course, you
Be-
can't go to a stranger and
because-
say that. But like,
We had a conversation about this, and as an example, this person mentioned in a restaurant or a takeout establishment that's near a beach, and someone comes in beachwear, and it's like a thong bathing suit or whatever, and this person is hypothetically in there with the child. Then what are they supposed to do? And I was like, you do nothing. What do you mean you don't know this
And
person?
what does your child, like, your child is not going to sexualize
but
that
like,
person.
right? There's no thoughts.
Like, it
about-
just no context. I don't get it.
People always throw hypothetical children into these kinds
Yeah.
of conversations because everybody wants to
Innocence.
protect their children and protect their innocence, but everybody has a body. Like, you,
Right.
literally.
if you see a person in a thong bathing suit and your child is there, what are they supposed to say?
I think you making
Like,
it
you
taboo
also have
is
and-
also
yeah.
an issue because
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
making it a thing that's like your child's thinking that, oh my body
You're
is
no
so
longer
you know what I'm saying?
protecting your child's innocence. You're doing the exact opposite of protecting your child's innocence
Right.
by
If
highlighting
you now come
every
and say, don't look,
quote
don't look,
unquote
don't look.
Yeah.
sexual action
No,
or
So you're
dress.
teaching the child that something's wrong with something
Right.
that the child
That
has
is-
themselves.
exactly.
I don't know if you
Exactly.
lot saw that picture of Chrissy Teigen and her son on
Yes.
Twitter. It's that same thing. Somebody retweeted and was like, we don't sexualize bodies in my house, so it's not really weird.
Right, so it's not a problem. Yeah,
And like
it's just that simple. It
like
starts in the
the
home.
child, she was taking a picture and the child came and ran through her legs. Like, what is she supposed to do?
Right.
Like,
It's my
please.
child.
Like,
You
how
know,
what's weird about it? Like, she used to breastfeed that kid.
Exactly.
Right,
And
The
her
child
boobs-
came out of her vagina.
literally.
Like, what is
She's
weird
been
about
all
it?
up and through there. Like, please,
I
come
don't
on.
understand it.
It's
Just
just
let people
like,
live their lives.
it's because you over sexualize women's bodies, and then once a child gets in the picture, you're like, oh, that's wrong. It's not wrong. You're wrong.
It's not.
Mm-hmm.
You were wrong. Like,
Mhm.
you
They
need
get
to
back in that,
take a
yeah.
moment and reevaluate. Why does this bother me?
Mm-hmm.
Why do I think that? Oh, maybe you're the problem. Like,
Yeah.
that's usually the issue. Like, so many times
But that's a hard pill to
we
swallow.
point the finger, but what we really need to do is look at ourselves.
Point it
Yeah.
back at yourself.
It's
Look
like
at
it's
your
like
thumb,
that
buddy.
Bible verse. Don't point out the speck in somebody else's eye when you have a whole plank in
whole
yours.
plank in
Like,
yours, yeah.
just
Mind your
anytime.
business.
The next time you feel yourself judging somebody, the next time you ask yourself why somebody's doing whatever it is they're doing. Why are you doing that? Why are you wearing that?
Why is it bothering me?
Why are you like that?
That's the
Yeah.
question you should
Ask yourself, why does
Why
this
do I
bother
have an
me?
issue?
Why am I
Exactly.
doing this?
Because you really deep it. Like, I could look at somebody and think that's something wrong with her outfit, but that's because I think I would never show that much chest.
Right.
That's why I have a problem, because I would not do that. But that doesn't mean that she
And
cannot
that's
do that.
why you're
or
not.
She should not. Exactly. Just
Period.
let people live. Just let
remember
people
that.
live their lives. Like, at
What
the end
you
of the
need
day,
to remember,
please,
what you need
let
to
me live
remember
my life.
is there are billions of people on this planet,
Not everybody.
and not everybody thinks like you. Not
Not
everybody
everybody.
worships like you.
Mm.
Not everybody believes like you.
Don't walk, don't talk, don't dress, don't eat, don't drink, don't nothing like you. So just like
And that is okay.
It really is.
As everyone who makes the rules, we embrace differences. I cannot be Sakaéla. I cannot be Helena Pipe. I can only be Chakara. So something that Sakaéla wears is not necessarily something I would feel comfortable wearing. And that's why Sakaéla wears it and I don't.
Exactly.
And it's really that simple.
Period.
At the end of the day, y'all, live your life the way you wish to live it. Do not project your beliefs, your ideas, your comfortability, comfortness, whatever the hell the word is, on other people.
Your
Keep it
insecurities.
to yourself. Your insecurities, any of that. Just keep it to yourself and let people live their lives. What is appropriate for you may not be appropriate for me. What is appropriate for me may not be appropriate for you. And that's okay.
Period.
Because it's my life.
Period.
And I will do with it what I wish.
Period.
And that's the end of that, guys.
That's
Let us
it.
know down below. Give us a comment. Drop us a DM. Whatever the case may be on the topic that we have discussed today. We want to hear your thoughts. What do you think about appropriate dress? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? Let's chop it up. Let's have a discussion.
Please,
Whatever
let's
the
talk.
case may be. We want to know. We want to know. I'm very curious. My phone is going to die. I am very curious. So, yeah, guys. Is this a goodbye? We say goodbye right now, right?
Yeah.
Is that how we end it? Okay. Well, yeah, guys. So that is the end of this podcast. Anything that you were interested in will be linked down below. You can also follow us at Rules of Pointless on Instagram or on Twitter, WMTR Podcast. Or individually, you can follow me at Sakaéla.
You can follow me at Helena Pipe _.
You can follow me at _JustKara. And you can subscribe
see
to our
y'all.
YouTube channel, WMTR
Yes, ma'am.
Podcast on YouTube.
Period. And listen, I don't like my glasses in the first episode, but it's cool.
Yeah, guys. We'll talk to you guys next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye. Peace out, homie.